How's it going, legends? Thought I'd just add this video onto the studio tour to give you a rundown or an example of how the KHE ACS FX switching system works. Yeah, a bit of a mouthful, that one. So with that one, it's such an awesome piece of gear, and I thought, you know what, if you've got lots of amps and you're looking for a way to run it through multiple cabs, have just one pedal board that goes for all of your heads, and then you're also doing recording with a load box, then it's a perfect system. And I'm also using the Boss ES8, which will channel switch and will also either pick where the pedals either go into the front of the amp, as in if you're using a boost pedal, or if you've got delays or modulation effects with flanger, phases, choruses, they'll run into the effects loop. And all I have to do, flick one of those switches and it will run to the corresponding head. So right now we have the MI cabinet with the Eminence Wizards with the MI Megalift Gamma. And I'm like, you know what? How about I fire up the Revelation through the MI cab? We flick a switch. Then I'm like, you know what? Using the MI cab, how about we try some V30s? Flick a switch, now we're using the Randall cab with V30s with the Revelation. Sweet. Could also flick it to the Marshall cab, and I'd say when you're using each one of these cabs, you sort of got to tailor the amp to that actual cab. So the Marshall cab's going to be a lot brighter. And it's also went into 2x12 mode with the Marshall, because then each one of these cabs are 8 ohms. It's a 16 ohm mono cab, the Marshall, but when you do it in stereo mode, it becomes 8 ohms per side, 2x12s. So it can all get a little bit technical, but that's why it doesn't sound as fat, because now it's in 2x12 mode. So you'd have to have all matching 8 ohm cabs for this to work. Now we're going to try the EVH through the MI cab, and all you have to do then is select amp number 2 with cabinet number 1, and you'll get the EVH running through the MI cab. And you're like, you know what, EVH with some V30s. Now for the last example, what I've done now is I've switched over to the Rocktron Velocity 300, and that's a solid state power amp, and I'm running a preamp pedal called the Void Manufacturing Lich, which is based off an Ampeg 140C, And all I have to do is select amplifier number 4. Choose the preset on the Boss ES8, because now we're going to switch around the order of the pedals, which we won't go too much into that one, but you have to flick it around different. The arrangement, which if you didn't have the Boss ES8, you'd have to unplug everything and rearrange the pedals. And then we're just going to use the Megalith or the MI cab 4x12 with the Eminence Wizards. So there is a solid state setup. Should flick that one off, quieten it down a bit. So yeah, and that's how with the KHE switching system and the Boss ES8 I can have any of these heads run through those cabs. Yeah, it's just a really awesome way to do this. Till next time, take care of yourself, look after each other.